It was one of the largest domestic acts of terrorism the country had ever faced. The cunning mercenary known only as Bane and his underground army held Gotham City under siege while Batman was presumed dead, and almost the entire Gotham City police force were trapped underground as a result of one of the most ill-conceived maneuvers in Commissioner Gordon's tenure. Gordon was one of the most intuitive and trusted leaders Gotham PD had ever had, so when he ordered every cop into the city's sewers, nobody questioned it. Every single officer went underground, except for Gordon, his first-in-command, Lieutenant Foley, and a young fiery detective named Blake, whose involvement during the takeover would eventually help save the city. A text from one of the trapped police officers to his wife. Detective Blake kept all of the trapped officers in the loop as to what was to come. As time passed, Bane had complete control over the city, while those cops trapped underground were beginning to lose focus. Five long months, waiting, planning, and once finally freed from their underground prison, the clean-shaven Gotham City Police Department enacted a plan to take back their city. A plan many thought was ill-conceived.
Normally, when you're in a large city like this, you have several options for an attack. Lots of streets, corners, buildings can provide cover. It's best to form a perimeter and surprise your enemy, especially when your enemy is stationed mainly in one central area. You can form a plan that surrounds them on all fronts. The city is basically a large grid. But after 5 months of planning and waiting, the Gotham police force decided to just rush them all at once with barely any weapons down a narrow street, basically pinning themselves. Now, this idea on paper should have failed miserably, but for reasons unknown, Bane and his team of mercenaries decided to forgo using their machine guns and tanks, and instead opted to fist fight. Never in all my years, and I spent some time in Dallas, have I ever seen anything quite like it. It's what we in the business like to call a horseshit idea.
And of course, Batman returning was a morale boost for the GPD that helped win the battle.
Was it weird seeing Batman during the day? Yeah, it was. You know, it was almost like it was harder to see him in the daylight, because none of Bane's guys went after him. You know, he's walking down the middle of the street like it's a Batman parade. They're just opening up for him, untouched, completely untouched. There he is, Batman, clear as day. Friggin' Batman. Honestly, kind of took the cool out of it seeing him like that, you know? But we were clean shaven, you know? Can you imagine if we would have had beards? Whoa! No. Yuck.
Coming up, Batman received help from a friend who was able to open up a back entry point. A really nice back entry. Damn.
But hey, go Rogues. Am I right? Go. Well, not this next season though, because we need to build a new stadium. You know, away from the bay because of all the radiation. So, I guess in the meanwhile, go Crusaders, huh? Yeah.